You've probably scrolled past those Bigfoot vlogs or viral street interview clips and wondered how people pump out content so incredibly fast. Well, there's a whole world of possibilities opening up with modern AI video tools. And today, I'm walking you through exactly how to make them work for your workflow. I'll share beginner-friendly steps, a few pro tricks for keeping your characters consistent, and how to get those vertical-ready shorts. We'll even cover a neat way to turn a single static image into a talking clip complete with sound and lip sync. And yes, I'll also show you how to plug Vizard into this stack so you can finally automate the content grind and actually publish consistently. First off, let's have a quick reality check about the tools available right now. Tools like Google's VO3, Flow, Gemini, and Luma are undeniably powerful for generating insane viral content. But every single one has quirks, from model options constantly changing to vertical output sometimes being totally unsupported. Instead of chasing one single miracle tool, the smart approach is leaning into a workflow where each tool does what it excels at. This is where Vizard sits in the center, turning your long-form content into that steady stream of optimized shorts. If you just want to experiment right now, stick to the official apps like Gemini or Flow and use their free tiers. Remember that many premium features are often gated by paid plans or regional availability, so check the fine print. I won't cover sketchy workarounds. Instead, look for official trials or student discounts if that applies to you. That initial access is usually enough to prototype your system before you commit any serious investment or time. Now, let's talk about how I actually recommend structuring a scalable content pipeline. The first step is capturing or creating your main long-format asset, like a podcast, interview, or a live stream recording. Next, run that entire long video through Vizard to have it automatically detect all your most viral, high-engagement moments. Vizard's auto-editing will surface clips containing reactions, punchlines, quotable lines, and strong visual hooks for you. This is where you save the most time. Instead of scrubbing for hours, the best clips are immediately surfaced. Then, use a generation tool like VO3 or others when you need creative inserts that the original footage simply cannot provide. These inserts can include fancy B-roll, entirely new AI characters, or dynamic scene extensions. You then touch up the vertical composition using reframe or outpaint tools, or you can let Vizard's internal logic handle most of the cropping. For the final polish, head to CapCut or your preferred editor for subtitle cleanup, color tweaks, and removing any unwanted digital artifacts. Finally, use the auto-schedule function within Vizard so your social feeds stay consistent, without you needing to manually post every day. This pipeline clearly shows why Vizard belongs right in the center. And it's not just another scheduling application. Many tools can trim a clip or generate captions, but Vizard is purpose-built to find the viral hooks inside long videos automatically. The first feature you'll use most is the auto-editing that selects viral clips, so you never have to guess what is actually postable. Secondly, it handles auto-scheduling, so you are no longer babysitting a complicated content calendar all day long. The content calendar then gives you one single place to manage, tweak, and push those clips across every platform simultaneously. This frees you up to focus purely on creating, instead of becoming an overwhelmed social media operations team. When prompting AI generators for characters or scenes, remember that being specific with adjectives really anchors the model. For example, man with a salt and pepper beard and warm smile is much better than just asking for a man. The same logic applies to Vizard. Add short notes like funny or advice moment so the clip picker understands the desired tone. To keep your characters consistent across sessions, you must reuse the exact same descriptors every single time. This consistency gives the generative models the necessary anchors to produce the same looking person reliably. For dialogue, literally write the lines you want in quotes and put a tiny acting note right before them, like enthusiastic or annoyed. Generative models interpret those emotional cues very strongly, which dramatically changes the resulting facial expression and energy. Pro tip for scene building, use Flow or VO3 scene builder features when you need the AI to either extend or jump scenes. The extend feature keeps the action going, while jump to creates a new angle or mood while maintaining the core context. This is fantastic for narrative continuity, especially if you're producing episodic content with recurring AI characters. If the generator occasionally flips to an older, lower quality model, accept the quick preview and run a final pass on the higher quality model. Want a character to speak your exact line? Place the dialogue in quotes in the prompt, then immediately follow it with the required emotion tag. Expect to iterate a few times, especially when dealing with multi-person dialogue, as it requires more fine-tuning. The real struggle for many creators remains the vertical format, as many models still default to a 16:9 landscape view. Vizard can help by intelligently cropping those best 8 to 12 second hooks using its frame-aware logic to center the action. For landscape shots that need more vertical room, use an outpainting tool like Luma's reframe to intelligently fill the empty space. This synthesis of plausible new elements preserves immersion much better than a simple harsh crop ever could. A mini tip that saves time and credits. Always generate a small preview render before committing to the full high-resolution export. Sometimes AI-generated video sneaks in unwanted subtitles or watermark-like artifacts that need removal. Instead of re-rolling the entire clip, use CapCut's AI Remove feature, which is surprisingly good at cleaning up those small imperfections. A quick brush, mask, and smooth pass often leaves you with a perfectly clean, publishable clip instantly. Image to video with perfectly synced audio is an awesome niche capability for bringing a single illustration to life. If you need a convincing talking avatar for a podcast clip or a quick explainer, it's worth the expense for that level of detail. The real win here is that Vizard can automate the distribution, turning that one expensive render into dozens of posts across all platforms, multiplying your ROI. Let's look at a practical example. Imagine you just uploaded a 90-minute recorded podcast session. Vizard automatically detects 25 high-engagement moments and generates short clips with caption and thumbnail suggestions. You simply pick your top 3 favorites, maybe reframe 2 landscape moments, and add a quick VO3 insert to illustrate a joke. After cleaning artifacts in CapCut, you schedule the entire batch in Vizard's calendar to go live over the next 4 weeks. That is the boring but awesome power. One recording transforms into a month's worth of content, all served automatically. Comparing this to other tools, VO3 and Flow excel at creative generation but lack the focus on repurposing and scheduling. Luma is fantastic for those convincing reframe and outpaint fills, but it won't decide what content is actually worth clipping in the first place.
CapCut remains great for those final quick edits and patching visual glitches, but it requires manual input where you want automation. Vizard's main advantage is pure orchestration. It's the tool that transforms long-form content into a consistent publishing engine.
For creators and small teams, that automation saves you hours every single week, which leads to consistency, the real secret sauce of growth.
A final mindset tip is to be patient. Multi-person dialogue, or a precise recurring avatar will always require a few iterations.
You should treat AI like a true co-creator, using automation to scale your creative tests, not just blindly automate everything. Focus your energy on frequency and consistency, because regular content always beats that rare, expensive one-off post. Your simple next step this week is to upload one long recording to Vizard, pick 3 winners, and schedule them out automatically. Use a generator for flair on a couple, and you will instantly see how much valuable time you have reclaimed for yourself. That is genuinely how modern creators scale without immediately burning out from the constant posting demand. All right, that's the comprehensive rundown on building your AI content pipeline today. If you want, I can draft a ready-to-record script for a step-by-step Vizard walkthrough, or create sample copy-paste prompts. Let me know which part of the pipeline you want to optimize first: selection, generation prompts, reframing, or scheduling strategy, and I'll build out exact examples for you.